World Disability Day today, and we have something very, very special for you. My name is Valentine, or Kalamiba on everything, and I'm really glad that you decided to stay with us. I mean, you could be anywhere else. From 7 to 10 in the morning, Y254 channel is the place to be for hashtag YinTheMorning. Facebook, Y254, at Y254 channel on Twitter. Hashtag is YKilisha or YinTheMorning. And of course, in case you missed an interview or you just want to see one of us again, at Y254 channel on YouTube. Now, it brings me great joy to introduce these two lovely and empowered ladies on set. Hi guys.
Hi.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Would you like to tell me what your name is?
Okay, my name is Wangeshi Kanyeki, and I'm a Thanks Mom campaign representative of the Kimfe East Africa.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Christina Sonia. I'm also a Thanks Mom representative, a campaign that's run by Kimfe East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Thanks Mom hashtag makes me want to tell my mom thank you. Thanks Mom. But what are we saying here? What is Thanks Mom?
Thanks Mom is a campaign that's initiated by Kimfe and one of their brands called Faye, and they do personal hygiene products.
Wow.
Such as tissues, you know, wipes, and their ethos is to uplift lives. So this year, in fact, even last year, they did a Thanks Mom campaign, and this year they're also looking at a Thanks Mom campaign that's going to focus on mothers. Like, can we just take a moment and pause and thank our mothers for all they do for us? The sacrifice, the time they spent just nurturing the family, nurturing the children. Sometimes we forget to say thank you. And they are having a focus on the mothers just to say thank you, because they're the backbone of society.
Wow. Every day should be Mother's Day.
Every day should be Mother's Day, exactly.
All right, so how does, okay, we're not going to call it Disability Day, we're going to call it differently abled, yes? So instead of disabled, it's just differently abled. So what exactly is the kind of the qualification for this Thanks Mom project, or for this kind of community? Do I have to be physically, you know, different, or what does differently abled mean to this campaign?
Okay, so for this campaign this year, we worked through the angle of love beyond words, which means that you, as a normal
It's okay.
normal person.
All right, I'm sorry, I'll just ask you to use that microphone. We have a bit technical issue, yes.
Okay, so I'm saying this year we worked through with the love beyond words angle of the campaign, which means that you can say thank you to your mom in any way. You don't necessarily have to be a normal person to articulate yourself to say thanks to your mom, because you find you have visually impaired people, you have people who've never spoken. They just see their moms, but they've never been able to like actually say thanks to mom.
Can I tell you a secret? My brother lives with autism, and he's nonverbal, so I can really relate to what you're saying. Like there's maybe once when he was really young, he attempted to say mama, but it's never happened again. So I can understand the thanks mom. Okay, continue.
So for that, we worked with people living with disabilities, just to see the different ways in which they would say thanks to their mom, which we find as a very heartwarming thing, because people tend to think that, you know, your mom knows that you love her, but you've never told her. So we think that's very important for us.
So how would you express it? With art, with colors, with dancing?
However best. For the campaign itself, it's running in different outlets, like malls and all. So the theme of this year, we have blackboards where you write like thanks mom, then a picture is taken of you, you go home with that picture. We have also the pictures on social media. So that's basically what thanks mom is all
so
about.
Old school nicely. You can even take the picture home with you.
Yes.
Yay. Digital, whatever. All right, you told me this is personal to you. Why?
Okay, when I grew up from the age of 12 years to 25, you may start calculating my age here.
You don't look a day over 25, by the way. You look fabulous.
Yeah, so when I was 12 years old, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. Now, I don't know whether you know how that plays out, but then one can collapse and get fit, and that disrupted my life in terms of school attendance. I couldn't do activities such as swimming and or going for camp, just the normal things that a teenager would want to do. And my mother played such a key role, because she would take time off. There are all these clinics you have to attend at Kenyatta Hospital, and we'd go there and queue like half the day. And now I look back and wonder how she did it, because she was employed, and she'd have to put a lot of downtime just to take me to hospital and look after me when I was sick. And so I take this opportunity to say thank you very much. And looking back, I keep thinking, you see, the challenge was that she had a lot of absenteeism days just to take me to hospital, but she was probably being measured on the same grounds as everybody else in terms of work output and productivity. So it's we are remembering the mothers who have children with different abilities and different challenges, and the amount of emotional effort they have to put in, the amount of time they have to put in just to take the child to hospital, not to mention the cost. Is there anybody who's looking out for her, who even takes time to say thanks to that parent, to that mom? And there are different ways. The blind could be touching the mother's face and say thank you. The deaf and the dumb can use this sign language to say thank you. We all must just take a break from our busy schedules and thank our mothers, and find a way of saying thank you to our mothers for all they have done for us.
That's very special.
Yeah.
They dropped a name for me, Ati Daddy Owen.
Yes.
What does Daddy Owen have to do with this?
Daddy Owen is known as the disability champion. He started a trust called Malaika, which hosts Malaika Disability Walk and Malaika Tribute Awards every year. So what he does with the Tribute Awards, he works with the National Council of Persons Living with Disability to recognize people in society living with disability who've done great things. Like, you remember last year, was it last year? Or, yeah, it was last year. That guy who helped this guy, the disabled guy in a wheelchair, from getting stung.
Yes, and he's part of us actually. He's part of the team. Victor, shout out Victor, you're a celebrity now. Okay,
So it just works around appreciating people who either work with people living with disability to make a change in society, or persons living with disability who've done wonderful things in society.
You guys are very impressive. What would you like to tell the youth on TV? How would you best... It's not just about thanks, Mom. Yes, we want to say thank you today and every subsequent day from here. But how would you like to help them understand the kind of love that it takes to live with someone who is differently able? Yes, because there's a lot of patience involved. There's a lot of not knowing what's going to happen next. You don't really know even the learning spectrum is different. If you catch something for 1 week, it might take them a day, or it may take them 2 days or 5 weeks. So how would you explain in layman's terms to someone who doesn't really know?
Okay, having recently worked with persons living with disability from Kenyatta University, it also opened my eyes. Like, if you don't work with them, you'll never see. You won't know, you won't understand at all, yes. And it comes from their hearts. Why this Thanks Mom campaign has also brought them home, it's because their moms are the most trusted people in their lives, because they'll never let them down. You might let them down. You might look at them and be like, me, by the way, I don't know what your story is. Because you're weird. Yeah, you don't look like I am used to. But imagine this, they are people. It's just like if you have short hair and they have long hair, which is not true, but I think it's great. We can't all be the same, first of all, but we are all human. We need to appreciate each other and show that love, share the love. That's what I would say.
Oh, yes. I like that. And parting shot?
I really want the youth also to get involved, not to just leave it to the moms. And there are various ways you can do this.
Oh, I think that message is very special. Just look into that camera.
Okay, so there are various ways you can do this. As a youth, you can actually babysit. You know, like now we have holidays from November to December. Instead of watching TV for 2 months, look at around you in society and find a way you can either babysit or go out with a child who has disability for a party, you know, but it might take a little longer because you may need to find a way of getting that child there, and sometimes on a wheelchair it can be very challenging, but take the extra time to take them out, take them for a walk. And for employers, I want to ask that, could you include people with differently abled people in terms of your job recruitment, even internships? A lot of these students in the universities with challenges of any sort of disabilities is that they have a hard time getting into the job market. So we are asking, could you even give 1% of your job opportunities to somebody who is differently abled? And they are equally as sharp and as hardworking, and they actually need to be independent. And there's no way that's going to happen if there are no job opportunities. Yeah, so let us embrace them, include them in job opportunities and internships, and even job shadowing, and they will excel. And this is the only way to relieve the mother. Because if this child never finds a job, the mother is always the caregiver. Imagine giving care to a child and there's no day off. There's
all their life.
You're not taking leave. It's continuous, it's exhausting, it's emotionally draining. So we're saying, can the society come in and help? Yeah.
Kwanza sasa hakuna matatu. Sijui watu wanashikishwa wapi.
I don't know how they're getting in.
Serikali, man. Kwani tu wapole. All right, you promised to give us your social media handles that we can follow.
Okay, for the Thanks Mom campaign, you can follow us on Fate Issues Kenya. Fate Issues, which is on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We use the hashtag Thanks Mom and hashtag Add a Soft Touch.
Wow, I like that. I hope we get to add for you a soft touch. Yo kizungu inanihepa. Okay guys, English. Add a soft touch. But I want to use it in a sentence. I want YinTheMorning to add a soft touch to them. That makes sense.
Yes.
We're trying, guys. It's very early in the morning. Nakuna matatu. So we are excused. My name is Valentine Kalamiva, and you have just had our first segment of the day. Akuna Monday Blues, okay? We are changamkaring, and then we are hashtagging Thanks Mom. We're going to follow them, and we're going to just be compassionate like they have asked us to. All right, so don't go anywhere. We have Youth and Politics coming up, and then later Man Crush Monday.